Yo, what's up? I'm back. Another movie review. I know it's been a little minute this time. Last movie review I did was Avengers Endgame. And long story short, there hasn't been any movies that came out since then that really piqued my interest. So that's why I haven't really posted a movie review in the last couple weeks. But I'm back again with another one. This movie review is going to be for Detective Pikachu. Now, when the first trailer dropped, I was definitely very interested because, to see a live action Pokemon movie, and to see it done like that, seeing how the Pokemon looked in the trailer, I'm like, wow, they really nailed it. They really nailed like the design of the Pokemon. Like, they look really amazing. Like, they look realistic almost. You know what I'm saying? And I really like that aspect of it. And to see, Ryan Reynolds' voice, Pikachu, was very, like, shocking. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first saw the trailer, I was like, wow, like, how they pulled that off, it worked. It just worked. Like, you would think that an idea like that wouldn't work on paper, but when it comes out in execution, it's like, holy crap, that worked. It's they did it. And yeah, so when I saw that, I was like, wow, this film looks very interesting. It looks really good. I got to go out and see it. And now that I saw it, I'm so glad I saw this movie, man, because I loved it. I adored this film. It's one of my favorite films of the year. Yes, I said it. I even like it better than Avengers Endgame. I know I'm going to get some hate comments for that, but if you saw my Avengers Endgame review, I had my mixed feelings towards it. I had my major issues with it. I still have those issues. I have kind of like this love-hate thing for Avengers Endgame. I don't love it. I do like the film. I do have a soft spot for it, but, I don't love it as much as everybody else loves it. And yeah, I have my issues with it. But with this one, I just ate it up from start to finish, man. The story, the design of the Pokemon, the CG alone, it was just done so well, man. And I'm gonna just start out with that. The CG, man, mind-blowing, man. Like, just took me away, because to see how the Pokemon look in this kind of like reality, in that sort of world where they almost look like realistic, the textures, like certain Pokemon that's like furry and stuff like that, like, you see, it's almost like you could feel them. Like, I know you can't feel them because, of course, you're watching them on the big screen, but how they look, it's like you just want to go into the screen and like just like, pet Pikachu or something like that, because they look so adorable and they look so like just realistic. And like I said, the textures is just, they just nailed it. That's all I could say. They just nailed it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, certain scenes where like Pikachu is like dirtied up from dirt because he's running or whatever. You see like some of the dirt on the fur, and just those type of touches alone, man, it just puts it on a whole nother level. And there's certain scenes where there's the ground is coming up, but like the ground is not actually the ground, it's actually this huge Pokemon. And man, how they did it, man, it's just so well done. Now, I saw it in a standard showing. I didn't see it in IMAX, or I didn't see it in 3D. But I can only imagine seeing it in like IMAX or 3D and just being blown away, man. And to the people who did the visual effects for this movie, kudos to you, because man, this film, they nailed it. It's so great. And I can't say that enough, man. If you was on the fence about this film, I would say just go out and see it just based on the CG alone, because the CG in this film, man, it's amazing. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. The story of itself is really good. I did like the story. It's the father and son story. Father and son has a just joined relationship, and it's just about father and son kind of like meddling their issues, and they kind of like do that towards the end and stuff like that. I'm not gonna give too much away here, but yeah, it's definitely about father and son relationship, and I really like how they did it. It was really well done. yeah, and characters were cool for the most part. There was one character that I didn't really care for in the beginning, but as the movie played along, I did like her character. I did, grow into her because she did kind of mature throughout the film, and she's kind of like the love interest to the main character. And I kind of like how they did it because they didn't really force it. It was like almost like certain scenes here and there, like, yeah, you could tell like this is his love interest and whatnot, but they didn't force it on you. It's not like every scene they have like this kind of like flirty scene with each other. It was just done right, and I really like it for that aspect. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It's very short. Now, I did have a couple issues with it. One of the issues that I had was the story of itself. It is predictable. If you're following the story, if you're, once you see how certain things play out, you're like, I've seen this done before. I know where this is going. And yeah, it's not really going to catch you by surprise, really. There are some twists that happen towards the end. And like for the most part, you could kind of see it from a mile away. There is another twist that I didn't see coming, and I feel like that twist is gonna like take people aback a little bit. But for the most part, like we've seen films like these before, where once the plot starts getting revealed bit by bit throughout the movie, you could kind of like pinpoint where it's going, and this film is no exception. Like you could definitely like pinpoint the twist. You definitely see when it's coming. You definitely see who the bad guy is, and yeah, it's not really going to take you by surprise once they reveal it. So that is kind of like a little bit of a bummer that it is a little bit too predictable, but like I said, it's not really a major gripe of mine. I still enjoyed it. When it happened, it was cool, so I didn't really harp on it too much, but I was like, yeah, you could kind of see it. It wasn't really like a big surprise once you really think about it. So you have that, and then another one was the Pokemon battles. Now, there are not a lot of Pokemon battles in this film. There are only like really like two main ones, and that's like towards the beginning when they're in this underground Pokemon battle arena. You see it in the trailer with Pikachu and Charizard. That's the one I'm referring to. So you have that scene, and then the scene towards the big battle scene towards the end. So that's pretty much it as far as like Pokemon battles. And I really wish they would incorporate a lot more Pokemon battles within this film, because I think that would have been really cool, and that would have took it to a whole nother level for me, man. But overall, I love this film from beginning to end. If you have kids, definitely take your kids to go out and see it. It's very fun, very entertaining, very lighthearted. Just a very fun movie to watch, man. So, like I said, if you definitely have kids, you're going to have a good time enjoying this with your kids. And, if you're a Pokemon fan, of course, you've probably seen this movie already. But even if you're like a general fan of the franchise, or, you just wasn't really sure about this film after watching the trailer, I would say give it a shot, man. Go out and see it. And at the very least, I would say you'll probably end up enjoying it. I'm not a mind reader or anything like that. I know people have their own opinions, but I can't see nobody really hating this movie. There's not really much here to hate, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if you were on the fence, go out and see it, man. Just try it out. Even for a matinee, just be like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to do. I'm going to just see what this movie is all about. And I'm pretty sure you'll walk out saying, hey, I didn't regret seeing it. I actually enjoyed it. I actually, enjoyed it more than I thought I would. So, I'm going to pretty much wrap it up from there. That's pretty much it. Definitely go out and see it, support it. It's already greenlit for a sequel already. So I'm pretty excited for that. I definitely want to see where they take this whole thing. And yeah, man, Detective Pikachu. One of my favorite movies of the year. I'm surprised that I'm even saying that right now. But I'm going to be out of here, man. It's a great day outside. I'm going to go enjoy it. So that being said, I'm out. I still don't have an intro. And until my next one, man. Whatever, man.